benefit. Benefitnya apa? Of course, kita akan bisa upgrade our competence. Tidak ada apanya, Miss Rus? Oh iya, matanya hilang. Jadi kalau kita mengajar, mungkin berdasarkan masukan dari teman-teman, kan kita ingin saling berbagi, saling meningkatkan upgrade gitu ya. Kalau kita harus pergi keluar kan kadang-kadang kita tidak sempat. Padahal di sini ini banyak sekali teman-teman yang hebat gitu ya, yang punya potensi untuk ditularkan kepada teman-temannya. Jadi benefit kita, of course, kita saling berbagi, bersilaturahmi, kita menumbuhkan bonding satu sama lain, sehingga kita tidak hanya baik diri kita sendiri, tapi kita bersama-sama baik dan menjadi guru yang baik di kelas. Next, Miss Ica. Come on, times kita. Waalaikumsalam. Please, silakan masuk. Wah, Bu Abar, Miss Wi dan Miss Ainan belum kenalan sama Tuti tadi ya. Nanti kita kenalkan. Baik, alhamdulillah Bapak Ibu tadi kenalan Tutinya sudah. And this is our very first topic in our first Tuti. So this is Tuti batch 1. Classroom belief. Ada yang mau sharing classroom belief gitu apa-apa? Belum. Miss Fatim? Oh ya, nanti kalau dicontoh di depan nanti nggak asik. Kita korek-korek dulu. Kalau di kelas di awal pembelajaran pasti Bapak Ibu guru itu ada satu hal penting yang kita lakukan di setiap awal pembelajaran. Apakah itu? Berdoa. Baik. Dengan siswa, hari pertama belajar, apa yang kita buat untuk siswa? Bersama siswa. Atau kadang-kadang kita sendiri yang buat terus kita tempel. Kesepakatan kelas. Oke. Tujuan kesepakatan kelas adalah untuk membuat kelas yang menyenangkan. What else? Mengkondisikan kelas. Menciptakan kelas yang kondusif. Jadi tujuan kesepakatan kelas itu adalah untuk membudayakan nilai-nilai positif ya. Baik. Next Miss Ica. Nah, sekarang let's check kalau tadi kesepakatan kelas kita sering nyebutnya ini benar ya Miss Vivit ya? Classroom rules. Is that correct? Yes, classroom rules. Sekarang let's check our classroom rules. Yang paling umum ada di kesepakatan atau di peraturan kelas kita apakah? Say salam. Jangan berisik. Tidak boleh kata ada lagi, kita tampung dulu. Izin ketika ke toilet atau ketika mau melakukan sesuatu. Others, raise hand if you want to talk to me. Itu bisa dihafal banget ya. If the teacher is talking, you have to listen. And if you want to say something to the teacher, you have to raise your hand. That's the rules. Insya Allah rulesnya hampir sama ya Bapak Ibu, dan tujuannya adalah baik untuk menciptakan kelas yang kondusif dan membuat anak disiplin seperti itu ya. Komitmen, yes, good. Next, Miss Ica. Nah, sekarang kita akan masuk ke tadi yang di awal ada classroom belief ya, kemudian ada classroom rule. yeah. I'm not a stranger anymore now, Miss. We have Miss Nani here too. Okay, welcome, Miss Nani. She's here now. Gurus, today our theme will be how to build a positive, school culture. Actually, it is one of Guru Penggerak materials in module 1.4. Miss Lia and Miss Ii, do you join Guru Penggerak, or maybe you have been alumni of this program?
No, I'm not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Oh yeah. Let's find Miss Ii. Oh yeah, Miss Ii. Okay. This is the four materials that actually we have an obligation to share to others, and because I have a second school, let's say from the first one is school, yeah, and XPD is my youngest home, so I feel like why don't I share it with my friends here? So, but don't be too serious, Miss, as usual. Let's be like in XPD way. We can
never serious about it.
yeah. So let me try to share the screen. It's been a long time and I don't know how to share screen.
I thought it's like riding bicycles, no?
Okay, now can everybody see my presentation?
I can see it.
Okay. I just made it this morning. I hope it can give enough description about what is positive school culture. Okay, let's start the presentation. Ooh, another participant. Alhamdulillah, more friends. Okay, wait, present.
Who's coming?
Yes,
Who's coming?
Miss Nurhayati. Welcome, Miss Nurhayati. Oh, I don't know, but it's gone now. It's gone. Yeah. Okay. This is what is positive building. Maybe Miss Ii or Miss Lia, you can express it orally, or if you cannot, you just can type it in the chat below. If you heard about positive school culture, what do you have in your mind? Or Miss Vidya, maybe you can share what you have in your mind, or maybe it's related to your kids' school. You can share with us here.
Yeah, Miss O, thank you. To me, positive school culture, it's going to be first thing first is the atmosphere, and then how you feel. For example, if I'm speaking on behalf of a parent, when I'm at the school environment, or even like environment, also like it's like we work together, collaborate closely with school teachers, with the principals, like where we feel that we're welcome, and then like clear communication. I know sometimes parents, when they need information, they want it right away, right now. But mostly it's just you feel welcome, and you feel as a parent, you feel good. You trust the school to, as a part of what is it? That can help you, educate the kids, teach the kids feel safe, the kids feel they can just be where they are, or so that's just how I think about positive school culture.
Okay, let's move. What's the aim of education? So the positive school culture has related to this, let's say this question. Okay, here, education, the goals. I think the goals, the end of the education itself is the students' well-being, not only about how good are the students mastering mathematics theory, biological theory, and other theory, but the most important thing is this one, is the students' well-being. And how to achieve that, we need something that we call positive school culture. Okay, positive school culture is, I very agree with Miss Vidya. School culture is how we build the atmosphere of the school. We focus this is on the students, yeah, because like what Dihajar Dewantara said, actually the objective of the education itself is the students and the students and the students. So that's why the student must be student centered, yeah, not the other way around, the teacher centered. So it's not the era anymore, the teacher centered. So positive school culture, it will provide the student the environment, the situation which is support the learning process. So the student will feel safe, feel comfortable, and of course the most important one is make the learning process meaningful. Last night I watched Najla Sihab's post in Instagram. Making the students enjoy the study is not enough, but we
meaningful. Yes, I love
Yes.
that. I love that. You
And
know.
I do agree with that, and I hope that teachers will think the same, yeah, Miss. Because sometimes they be like, oh, they are happy, they
Yeah.
love, they love with the game, they love the ice cream game. But after that, what?
What is it about? You know, what's the goal of having this game? Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
they need to know. Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah, I
that's
watched
why.
that too. I love that one.
And I feel it's like an eye opener for me. Yeah, like as a teacher, we have to think about what is it. Always remember that and consider whether our lesson to the students is really meaningful or just fun or just fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so to the discussion, we will cover this stuff. We have this what is discipline, classrooms to live, and then teachers control rules. And the last one is institution triangle. It seems like a very serious term, but please don't think about it.
Sounds very serious.
Very serious discipline.
Wait, though. I can't wait. What is that? Can we skip to that part?
Skip this part. But this part is very interesting, Miss. Before, when we heard about discipline, we will only think of something like we don't do this, we don't do that, we have to do this, we have to do that. What do you think about that? Do you agree with that?
Yeah, because I think we grew up hearing this word, you know, like it's a very strong word. Like it's
Yeah.
always like related to military, you know, like very disciplined, very like it's hard. It's too hard. But I'm very yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah. So far, even me as a teacher before joining this program, thinking when we talk about discipline, we refers to something which is uncomfortable stuff, right? We cannot do this, we must do that, etc. So it makes us uncomfortable. But when I read Ki Hajar Dewanto's quote, it said that actually in discipline there is something we call it also freedom. So discipline more refers to self-control, so it's discipline. But of course, still it is on Ki Hajar Dewanto. I hope I don't mistranslate it, yeah. But the point I get is if we cannot control ourselves, so we need someone which is have more authority, like teachers, maybe like our boss, our government, etc., to control us. Yeah, that's what Ki Hajar Dewanto. But actually, the most important thing part we have to highlight discipline is more to the self-control. Yeah, so that's why we call it positive discipline in the Menggunakan. How to apply, how to implement the positive discipline in our classroom? So we have this, we have classroom belief. Have you heard about this before, Miss Nani, Miss Dia, and Miss Vidya, or Mr. Ali too? If you're still there,
I'm somewhere between you and you.
have you heard about this classroom beliefs?
Classroom beliefs. I think, yeah, itu the way we perceive things in the classroom. I think it depends also to teachers doing online.
And is it common for you the term classroom belief? How about classroom rules? Which one is more common?
So yeah, I believe classroom is more common, right? Maybe mentally
Yeah.
studying class and yeah.
Okay. Yes, and why classroom belief is one way to build the positive school culture? Because if we compare the term beliefs and rules, belief actually is more what is it intrinsic, yeah. So it's deep down from the internal factor, while rules is mostly from the external one. See, so when we talk about rules, the student will think that he is asked by somebody to do something or not to do something. But if it's about belief, it will come from him or herself, and she or he knows that I have to do this and I should not do this. And why? Because they realize it. So it's also related to what is it? The last one we discussed with Ardi is about punishment, consequences, and also reward. Yeah. So if the students has belief, they don't need any reward, because the reward himself is his achievement. When he can learn well, he can be a good student in a classroom. That's the reward. If the beliefs has been built, and also the positive culture at school. So that's why the difference between beliefs and rules is belief is more abstract or universal, while rules is come up to the detail. So that's why I give some example. Yeah, here I give you 3 examples of belief, and then we will discuss more about this. One is respect. So the student and the teacher formulate respect. What is respect? So we believe. So here the object is not only the students but also the teachers and everyone in the school. We believe that it is important to myself to respect. Yeah, I missed the most important word. We believe that it is important to respect myself, others, and their belongings. So this is the belief. The second belief is when doing tasks. We believe that it is important to do the task well by following the instruction. And actually there are many others belief, but based on what I read, it's not recommended we give so much to sorry because the screen is only enough for 3 beliefs.
So that means you will have more beliefs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean that's a very interesting question too. I mean, like I wasn't expecting the answer is only three because of this.
yeah. Actually, there are many. Yeah, it's related to how the student do the task, respect,
Right.
and then empathy and sympathy.
But
I just choose these three because I think it can cover a lot of rules. Yeah, because after this we can ask the student to formulate the indicator of respect, the indicator
That's
of
right.
doing the task, and the empathy, and also sympathy, something like that.
also maybe it's all is it also possible is it, I mean like so for example first graders up to third graders just focus on three beliefs, you know, is it like also that's also considerations that you're not putting too many beliefs, you know, like the higher the level maybe you will just add like two or three more beliefs,
Yes, yes,
just like
true.
that. Okay.
Yeah, actually,
Can you
beliefs
can
in
you
your
look at
classroom
the
and also the rules is really depend on what you need. It doesn't mean that you have to be the same with the other classes, but it
Right.
depends on what you need in your class. Yeah.
and also Miss, if
Uh,
you take a look at the chat box, Miss Lia also mentioned respect. So
mhm.
coincidence, or we have a
Yeah.
telepathy with Miss Lia.
Yes, Miss Nani also said that discipline is a part of
Yeah.
well-organized person. Yes, if we already succeed building what is it the positive discipline ourselves, so we will be well-organized person. Yeah. Okay, and can we continue? The step, yeah, how to formulate belief in classroom. Here, the teacher must involve all of the students to formulate the belief. For example, respect is belief, and then we will write it big in the classroom. What next? We have to make the student understand what should they do. What is the indicator of they respect others? So, in my class, I've tried to apply it. I will make a group of the students. It consists of because we already have three, so I can have a students a group of 5 or a group of 4, and then I will give them each like respect, doing task, and sympathy. So they will write respect myself. It means like I come to school on time. It's respecting myself and also respecting others. I put my stuff in a proper place. It's also respecting myself and even respecting others, and also their belonging, because my friend will not be disturbed with my stuff. And if my teachers or my friends talk, I will listen. If I want to talk to them, maybe I can ask permission or raise hand if it is the teacher. So they write it together with their group, and then we discuss it, and after that we stick it on the wall. Mostly we do this stuff in the very beginning of the class, at the school year. I mean, but it's okay. If we need it in the middle, or maybe we want to add some belief or rules, it's also okay. Okay, Miss Nani. Funny though, I'm very disciplined at school. My workplace, but less disciplined at home. So, Miss Nani, it means that you need external factor, yeah, to make you disciplined. Yeah. All right. Okay. Then that's what I did in my class. Maybe have you ever heard about this before? About beliefs? So actually, beliefs is more abstract, universal, and we must not use negative sentences in making beliefs. So like, don't come to school late. We better say that, please come to school on time or earlier, something like that. Okay, I think we can go on to the next part. Okay, sometimes here as a teacher, I don't know the other, yeah. This is some misconception. Like, as a teacher, I feel like I can control all of the students. I'm the one who can control them, but actually, it's not that way, yeah. Because even when the student when we ask them, do you understand the lesson? Maybe they can nod their head, but we don't know what's actually in their mind. Would you listen to me? They will nod their head and maybe keep silent, but we don't know actually they really listen to us or not. So basically, we cannot control them. But the thing is, we can try to build the belief. Yeah, we go back to the belief, so they can have self-control. That okay, it's my teacher's time to explain, and I have to listen to them. And to build the positive, to build the discipline, the positive school culture. Sometimes it of course refers to the rules. If someone breaking the rules, we have to do how. Here in what I read, there are 5 roles of a teacher. The one is the punishment giver. If the term is not correct, maybe please do correct me, friends. Punishment giver, and then feeling guilty maker, and friend, supervisor, and manager. In those 5 roles, also guru penggerak. Please help me, Miss Pur, ya, giving elaboration later. Cannot hear you, Miss Pur. Still remember this, Miss, because you are my senior.
But it's a long time ago.
Long time ago. Well,
Modul ya.
yes, 1.4. Punishment giver. Maybe just what is it? Just talk about the characteristic, and after that, maybe we can reflect to ourselves and which one is more to us. Yeah. Punishment giver, based on what I've read. This is the teacher who like giving spontaneous punishment, and sometimes the communication will only do one way. He or she, I mean the teacher, will not give any chance for the student to explain about the wrong way, something like that. So they give punishment, not consequence, because punishment is something spontaneous. They don't discuss it before. But consequence is something already discussed and also agreed by all of the members in the classroom. We call it consequence. Okay, and here the feeling guilty maker. The difference is the first one, they tend to use a very high speech, intonation, something like that. Maybe most of us already experienced this kind of teacher in the past, yelling to us when we make mistake, and they just give, okay, you're just going around the yard or stand up in the yard for 1 hour, something like that. But feeling guilty maker is they use the soft, the more gentle noise, like, please don't do like that, don't you pity on me, I've been tiring teaching, something like that, please be good, etc. So this kind of teacher like making the students to feel guilty. Yeah, of course, this one has a bad effect for the students. The effect is the student will feel guilty, feel useless, something like that. So it's not really good to do that as a feeling guilty maker. And sadly, sometimes I did that. So when my student do something, and then I will put my sad face, like, I'm very sad because some of you didn't listen to me. Inshallah, I do not do that anymore.
Just to get it well most of the time, but
yeah. And then the other one is as a friend, teacher controlling the student as a friend. So just as a friend, they try to help the student to recover it. But the bad side of positioning the teacher as a friend is it makes the student too dependent to the teacher. So if there is any rules, they will only follow because of that teacher, but not another teacher. So that's why becoming friend is also not really recommended. And then the Miss Pur, you can give elaboration, And the last is this.
wait. I just found out that Miss Pur is here. Hi, Miss Pur. I need to say hi to you. Miss Pur, please text me. WhatsApp me because I lost your number, Miss Pur. Thank you, Miss Pur. Long time no chat. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Let's go to the next part. Is as a supervisor. As the supervisor, mostly the teachers only rely on the rules. Okay, we are here. So we will act like a supervisor. We will tell them this is the rules, and then you break the rules, and then what's the consequence? So they already built the consequence agreement. If you do this, you will get this. If you don't do this, you will not get this, or something like that. So that's the supervisor doing. They rely on the rules. You break these rules, and then for the consequences, you have to do this and you have to do that. Okay, that's the supervisor. And the last part, the most ideal one, correct me if I'm wrong, Miss Pur, is a manager. So as a manager, they will do this one. Maybe this is the one that Miss Vidya curious about. Restitution triangle. Actually, I've got the video, but I don't know why it's hard to download it, so that's why I cannot. But maybe later I can give you some example. This is the way in the. It's Maya. Maya is my friend. Where is she? Hi, Mai. Was still connecting the audio. Let's continue. This one, the first one, when we found a student do something which is not correct, like come to school late most of the time, not only once or twice. Of course, we need to clarify why. But if it is like a habit, we have to do something. The first one, based on the book I read, the first thing the teacher should do is stabilizing identity. sensitive, what is it in bahasa Indonesia, because menstabilkan identitas. So here, the position of a teacher is not to judge, yeah. So actually, the student, him or herself, know that they made mistake, yeah. But by
Sorry, Miss Go. An idea to define restitution is not a negative minded. What is restitution?
okay, restitution is from bahasa Indonesia, ya, like what we call it, penebusan. Is it something like that?
I think so.
Yeah. So that's why if the student make mistake and then we want to build the positive school culture, the best thing to do that is by this step. Yeah, this step we call it restitution triangle or segitiga restitusi, ya, in bahasa Indonesia. Stabilizing identity, because we understand that every student they know when they make mistake, they already know it without me telling them. But if we tell them that okay, you make a mistake, what is it? It will hurt them. Yeah. So that's why, because we are in a position of judging the student, so we try to tell them that actually making mistake is human. Yeah, it's human. But the problem is we also have to think, if the mistake happen not only once, maybe twice or 3 times, we also have to think about the other. So that's why after telling them that there is an example like this. There is a student, just call it Mawar. For example, Mawar always going to school late. Okay, and then rather than just giving punishment or forcing letter, okay, you must not go to school for a week. For example, let's do this, the restitution. Yeah. So the first maybe we can talk to Mawar about the reason why, and then we try to understand the reason, and then without judging, just let's listen to her her story or something like that. And after that, after she feel that we hear her, then the second step is validate the misbehavior. Okay, so although she or he has a reason, but of course we still have to validate the misbehavior, because we want to build the positive culture. We want to make everyone have this positive discipline, which is come from the internal factor. So we still have to validate the misbehavior. And how to validate the misbehavior? We can go back to the belief. We can ask, okay, which belief which is not suitable with what the student do. For example, like coming to school late, and then which belief? Okay, and then she said, okay, respect others, something like that. So she's seeking the belief. After the student can identify the misbehavior, so coming late is not a good habit, but we don't need to say it by ourselves. Okay? Just let the student figure it out that this one is misbehavior that should be changed. It must come from the student side. We just try to facilitate, to dig up and then make the student to come up with the conclusion. And the last one is seek the belief. So after they know the misbehavior, and then we refer to the belief that we have been agreed before, which is in a classroom, like, okay, this what kind of belief that it is not appropriate with what you did? Oh, it's respect. Okay, respect. You know the effect for others. Okay, and then the student will tell the effect, blah blah blah. And the last one, as a teacher, we have to help the students to find the solution, not only just giving the consequences. So okay, if you don't want this stuff happen again, what will you do? Oh yeah, because I come home, I come to school late because I sleep too late, for example, late at night, or it's hard for me to wake up in the morning. So let's help them to find the what we call it, the solution. Like, okay, do you have alarm maybe from your phone, or you can ask your mom, your sister to wake you up in the morning, something like that. So this is by seeking the belief, but we also try to help the student find the solution. If we have talked about the consequences before, let the student to get the restitution by himself, like, okay, because now I'm late, mister, I will go to the teachers and I will say sorry, and I will ask if there is assignment to do. So let the student figure it out by himself, but we also help, especially if the student is in a very young age. So we have to help them, we have to guide them. Maybe it will be easier if the students is like SMP or SMA, but in elementary school, the teachers still have a great part to guide them, so they can get used to with this kind of circle. All right, I think that's all. I hope it won't make you confused. So let's discuss now. Yeah, let's start the discussion now.
Yeah, I think I have two questions. Number one, so how
not that happy, I think.
It is
That
very
is Yanni
special
also,
because,
ya?
Jadi
Hai, hai, hai.
itu juga Dian gitu.
Oh, ada question, ada question, sorry.
Pardon?
So,
What other question?
yeah, the
The
question is
question,
number
yeah.
one.
Okay.
How far should parents be involved in this strategy? Okay, the restitution, right? And then number two, in the guru penggerak program, how far does the government promote this concept or suggest teachers to promote this concept to parents?
The number three? Is there any number three?
That's it for now. I think somebody's going to call my name soon. So
Oh,
you
yeah,
can
okay.
ask that question right now.
What I've got from this program, Guru Penggerak, is from the very beginning until now, I've heard so many these words many times. Is collaboration. Although actually they didn't mention what is it exactly about the form of the collaboration between students and parents, because here actually they focus to the teacher, how teacher manage the classes, and then how teacher teach the students, because we have to follow Ki Hajar Dewantara education philosophy, like student centered, and then we are a farmer, then we have to grow the plan is the student, something like that. So they don't really focus on the parents, Mr. Ali here so far, yeah. I don't know, later maybe we can ask the other guru penggerak, but they emphasize on the collaboration. It means that still we need to collaborate with the parents. That's why in my school, in the very beginning of the academic year, we always have a meeting. So we will announce to the parents about everything. Yes, Mr. Ali?
The parents teacher meeting.
Not specifically about restitution, but restitution is actually the teacher's strategy to build the positive culture in a school. Yeah. So this is the teacher strategy, but actually it will be good if parents know about this and they also can apply it at home. Yeah. But unfortunately, maybe they haven't parents penggerak ya, Bu Put, not yet ya.
Nah, ya sekolah penggerak. Sekolah penggerak, kemudian Anda level dari parent penggerak.
That's Mr. Ali. They emphasize the collaboration, including the collaboration with parents, but they don't really focus on how far the parents should be involved in this strategy. But actually, it is us as a student, how the way we handle the problem, something like that. So, like the restitution triangle is one way to handle the problem and then to build the positive culture at school. And then promote this concept. I think they promote it. A lot, yeah, because they think like this strategy is the best way now to handle the student problem, to fix the misbehavior, and to make every student to what we call it, to have self-discipline, something like that. I hope it answered your question. If not, maybe we can have a further discussion later.
I think that guru penggerak program is something like dibuat ya ceritanya. Like because we change our mindset now that education should be used as Ki Hajar Dewantara philosophy ya. About how to involve the parents into the school media. Please remember, please terapkan di sana Ki Hajar Dewantara juga. The education should be based on family and then society and then spiritual. I think dari bringing the so it's our guru penggerak how people to responsible the student successful learning. But unfortunately, if we invite the students of school, it is also in my school, of course, in my school, it's all about that's the reality. So we already inform students how to for the students. So that's our that's the guru penggerak that's how to inform them how to approve or how. So the parents should also be responsible for their children education, not depend on the school.
Depend on the school, yes. So education is actually not only for school, yeah. I agree with that, Miss Pur. But some parents feel like I have paid a lot, so that's your responsibility.
and they did nothing at home, yeah.
Yeah.
For example, when want the children to have habit of reading media, but unfortunately at home the parent did not give an example about that habit, something like that. So as far as I know, that's how the parent what we say the teacher, even the teacher, even the school responsibility to make our children successful. That's what I see.
Okay. We have Mbak Maya here. Hi, Mai. Can you talk to us? maybe we can, from this media, from the point of view as a parents, we also have here my friend Maya. She's from Malang. Everyone, hopefully she can talk to us. But we'll continue. Let us continue the discussion. Well, yes, Pur, I agree with that. Maybe the previous one, we have to collaborate with others, especially with the parents for to achieve the education objective itself. Yeah, we really must do that. But sometimes, it's not including with the strategy. So Mr. Ali was focused on how we involve the parents with this strategy, like doing the restitution triangle, something like that. But the involvement of the parents is mostly on how to motivate the students, and then how to, if the student is still young, maybe how to monitor their learning at home. Of course, preparing the learning atmosphere situation, which is supporting the students learning something like that. Do you think so, Ms. Pur? Yani, how about is in college?
Sorry, yes, Mbak Nina.
How is in college? The mahasiswa. How to handle? Maybe because it's mahasiswa, you can handle yourself.
Yes, sure. Yes, actually, I'm still curious about the restitution itself, but I'm trying to figure it out about how to practice it. It's for to make the condition back to the ideal one. I think that is what I'm trying to understand about it. But talking about then college atmosphere or college condition, I don't think that maybe in elementary school or junior high school or even in senior high school, somehow sometimes parents just let the students go to school and then that's it. So my responsibility as a parent is just did, and then it is the school responsibility to handle that. I think that is some parents' point of view. But again, when we talk with the mahasiswa, I think one thing that I took the positive one in my campus. Once we tried to invite parents at the beginning of the semester and then talk to them about the system of the way how to consult, or the way how to check the attendance, and then how we give a score, the scoring system, and then how to supervising system or something like that. And then it is happened in my son's university. I attended in the parents meeting with the campus, because there is some new regulation from the government related to the curriculum merdeka, like what happened in school, right? And then it is I think it is still needed for the college students to have parents supervisor. It's not supervisor actually, but it's still responsible. Yeah, because I don't know. I can see that the first semester of the college students, I still see there is a difference when I were the first semester when I was in the first semester in my first university. The responsibility, the way they try to find out the way out about their own problem, and then their involvement in university activities. Sometimes they, what we call it, kaget. They know some kind of culture about the college life. They know about there are a lot of organizations, and there are a lot of activities that maybe they will simply forget their responsibilities of finishing their study. Right? Some of students, some of my students have been like that. I think that's I can share. Miss Owen and Mbak Pur.
Thank you, Miss Andy.
Yeah, Miss Andy, may I ask you something?
Yes.
How the implementation of curriculum in a university? Is there any kind of restriction or something like that? So I have to university.
In university in my campus it's not. We have curriculum merdeka, but some program we follow some programs. It's like the students are allowed to choose merdeka belajar here for my students is they freely to choose what subjects that they need to take in particular semester. I mean, like if I am students of English education department, I have a right to choose another subject from other major. It's like physics, it's like economy or something like that. But the subject is provided by the faculty, of course. And then we also provide some kind of the program for internship program. So it is different from the previous one because we have to menyetarakan what we call it in English. Conversion convert into some subject in our school. That is the hardest part because sometimes we have to work with company, or it's not only school. I think it's not only school because it is different from PLP or PPL, like what we did with our and with it. Yeah, and there's a lot of things that we have to adjust dealing with the the conversi nilai or something like that. And then the students also have a right to choose another subject from other universities that we have already got MOU.
Okay.
And then we can change. It's like students exchange, something like that. And then the students have 1 semester to learn at university. I think it's the same as when the students do another subject from other faculty.
But as I remember when I was a college student, Miss Yani, for example,
Yeah.
I've got a friend. He rarely came to the class, and then the lecturer maybe just write it in her attendance list, like he's absent today, and then the other absent, and then there's nothing to do. After there is no follow up with that. Just in the end of the semester, and then he got E. Got E. That's what I remember in my college period.
Yeah.
But how's now? Did you still do that? Or you did find it?
Yeah, I think if we talk about the culture, like what you just said, I think it's all the same. I mean, like it is depend on the teacher itself. I mean, like the way they treat students. It's like we usually say that mau ganti kurikulum berapa kali, kalau kuliahnya tetap ya sama aja gitu. Something like that, right? I think it's, what we need in my perspective is here. That what we need is about the mindset, the point of view of the teachers, not only in all teachers, college students, senior high school students, elementary teachers. Elementary teachers. I think that's all about the perspective, the mindset, the way how to teach, and then it is about the obligation only, or they have a passion to help their students to make it better, or how?
Yeah.
I think that's all.
After getting this lesson, Miss Yani, Miss Pur, and Miss Maya, and the other gurus here, the thing that we call it unconsciously, always I do in the classroom is like before starting the lesson, I will always say like, okay, friends, do you believe that we have to respect others? Yeah. How? And then they will say, if I have to sit nicely so my friend will get disturbed, I will not be noisy so everyone will study comfortably, something like that.
Yes.
But sometimes I didn't put it in a lesson plan. I didn't plan it. But just going because I have your school beliefs.
Yeah.
But I think it works well rather than being like, please, if I'm talking, please don't be noisy. Don't be noisy. Everyone please be quiet if I'm explaining question. I think it works better if I say that. So when I explain and then they start talking, I will keep silent and then they say that respect others.
Yeah.
That's great, yeah.
I just want to make a comment. I hope that habit is not like what we have to do. What our ability is respect others and so on. I hope that this can turn into morning students. How are you today? I'm fine. Thank you. Because that was really good.
You really do it.
Yeah.
When you
in a certain way, like then it becomes something that students need to say other than something that students want to say like that.
Yeah.
Not, yeah.
No, I rarely do that. Even when if you come to my class, when I will always do something before coming to the classroom. For example, like I will peep a bit, and after that I will like jump to the class and say Assalamualaikum. Because I'm teaching first grader. On the other day, I will bring a pet like that. Hi, how are you today? My name is blah blah blah, something like that. But
Most of my teacher training session, I always say, I have my own personal mission. My personal mission is to change the way teachers open the classroom. No more good morning students, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. So they like
kind of
that.
That is so true. I really like that part because I was trying my best as well to not doing that in my class, but at the same time, in reality, in real life, we never seen anything like that. We never like people like this, like you look like that, and you say this,
Sometimes if I want to know about them, I want to ask how they are, their day. Sometimes I will stop for myself like, today Miss Okta is very happy. I'm seeing you guys here. And how about you? Are you happy seeing me now? Something like that. Oh yes.
Yes, we have to change that.
But Smito, actually, I want to say something about your presentation. First of all, I really love the way you model, the way you present this building positive culture, the way you explain it's very positive. The way you carry the presentation was awesome. I really like that. It's very clear, and even like I feel if you're talking about like I'm culture, where now, even like now, that these teachers still do quote discipline the students, and the power of the words, the way they choose the word believe. But at the same time, I actually believe, if I was listening to your presentation, that you're saying that we're formulating the belief together. Actually, and when you say don't use the word negative words, we don't be noisy in class. Like when someone says something, maybe you just have to listen. I really like that. And that's positive. You feel good, and also, formulating together, meaning that, that's how we do it, the solution, how we have to do it together with the students. So again, congratulations. I really like your presentation. I learned a lot, and then, and I feel, once again, I feel relieved. And one thing, actually, I only have one question. How, for example, if you found like a very difficult situation with, particular student, too. So, what's the approach after, for example, doing this restitution triangle and still not, let's say, still not working? Have you ever had this such challenge before, or because you already mentioned that there's actually you tried this, you implemented this, and then turns out really good. But have you ever faced any kinds of challenge, and what did you do, about it, or what's the role of the counseling teacher? Is it like how the solution triangle, is it only coming from the counselor or counseling teacher, or also from homeroom teacher, or yes, that's
Actually, yes, Miss Vidya, this approach must be applied not only by the homeroom teacher or subject teacher, but even counselor teacher, and also parents, if they know about it. Like me, as a parent, sometimes I really want to apply it to my kids also, yeah. Here, alhamdulillah, because I'm teaching a very cute and kind students in the first grade.
favorite leaders. Okay.
Yeah. So the problem is not that big, but as a vice principal at that time, I was in a students affair. So there is a problem in her classroom. Like the students, doesn't want to learn, so lose the motivation to study. The teachers has tried to talk to him. The parents also give up, something like that. And then the homeroom teacher comes to me, because at one part of my responsibility. So that's why I'm not allowed to go directly to the students, because the students doesn't meet me every day. So it will kind of awkward, yeah, if suddenly I come to the class and then talk to him. So maybe the problem will get worse. Yeah. So based on this case, then I go directly to my counselor. But alhamdulillah, in my school we have we call it guru BK, and we also have psychologists here in my school. Last year we don't have the guru BK, only this year, yeah, alhamdulillah. So I consult, I talk to the homeroom teacher, and I meet the psychologist from my school. We make a plan, and the first thing we do, or she did at the time, was calling the parents, and and we found out actually the problem is from the house. So they do the counseling, blah blah blah, and alhamdulillah, it solved well.
It's solved, yeah. Like you have a collaboration.
Yes, true.
Okay, thank you. Bravo.
You're welcome.
Maybe I can add something about Miss Vidya's answer. Restitution, it is a best way how to handle the student, whether for all the student, for the special student, yeah. But if it doesn't work, sometimes it doesn't work for the special student, yeah. I never asked this about this to the people when they are giving how would I apply this restitution, but it doesn't work, so we can go to the other position. Restitution is for different explanation, but if it doesn't work, we can go to the other position, for example, assistant, and then we can go to the supervisor. Then the answer for the instructor. So we just apply one position in managing in the special student, then we can complete or we can complete the position of assistant. So the student we have the good attitude, something like that. So we go to the so yeah, that's what I got in
But becoming the punishment giver is not recommended.
No. We can do as a friend and as
As a friend, as supervisor,
Yeah,
and manager, even for the feeling guilty maker is also not recommended as a teacher to do that.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you so much, Ms. Boy.
You're
So,
welcome.
okay, you were saying spatial.
Yes.
Because we're not talking about spatial needs,
Okay, Mai.
Yeah, I didn't follow the very first you said, but I think if all our teachers were like you all here, I guess, I think school will be very, what is it, beautiful place for children. I hope. Yeah, I just hear the group said I'm curious was it, and I read a little, and now thank you that I can join this discussion. I really hope that the teacher will be like you all here. Yeah, I guess if the teacher will like you all, our students will be very happy to go to school. Just
Yes, actually, Mai, that's why I joined XPD, Mai. Because by joining this, I met many other teachers from other school, and then we can share. Hi, Mishara. Here, the other great teachers here, Mishara. I learned a lot from her too here. So that's why, Mai, if you don't mind, and then in another XTC, you also can join us, and then you also can share your experience with us here. So, friends, Maya is my friend from UM, Malang State University. And I believe.
Hi. Welcome. Welcome to the channel ya.
Beware, you will be the
Welcome to the beautiful jungle, Mai. Don't worry.
You can see that.
Yeah. Welcome, Mr. Irfan.
Long time no see, long time no see.
Hello. Where are you? Where are you?
He's in the house.
Good.
Mr. Irfan, unfortunately, you come in the very, almost in the edge of the session. We were discussing about building positive school culture. If I may know, where do you teach, Mr. Irfan? I cannot hear you. You're still mute, Mr. Irfan. You're still mute.
Oh yeah, sorry. So right now I'm teaching in SD Rahmania in Depok.
Which SD itu, Mr. Irfan?
SD Rahmania Depok.
Mania. Is it the one in, where is it? In somewhere in Sawangan?
It's Majaya actually.
In Sukmajaya, or the other one?
I've been there a while ago.
Okay. I have never been there before. Ambil Alhamdulillah Depok, Mr. Irfan. So Sukmajaya and Sawangan. Quite far away. Have you heard about Alhamdulillah?
I heard. I haven't heard about Alhamdulillah, but I'm not so sure where it is.
Okay. So next time we can visit our school. More people coming at the end of the session. What should we do?
open the door.
By the way, do you join Guru Penggerak, Mr. Irfan?
No, I was late at the time, so I didn't join Guru Penggerak. But my friend, my partner, she joined Guru Penggerak, and I usually see her join the program. It's program of the Guru Penggerak, and it seems that she's really busy.
Yeah. So Mr. Irfan, on December 3rd, we will have teachers conference. We will also talk about this Guru Penggerak and also Merdeka curriculum. Please do invite your friends to come to our session. It is in SMP ITK Mukorobin in Jalan Jawa. Do you know it?
Al-Qorobin.
Mm-mm.
So it's online.
Offline. And you know what? The main speaker is Ibu Teacher Khadijah. Don't you miss her?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
how I say it, for the previous one.
If you want to know more about this session, you can go to our XPD Instagram. Or Mr. Ali said that he lost your number, so please tag him so he can share you the brochure and you can ask your friends to come to our session. Just let's do some reunion, yeah, Mr. Ali. Mr. Maman, why don't you come?
I wish I could.
Yeah, I wish I could have.
Okay. So Mr. Irfan, Mr. Ali sending you his number in the chat room. Please do text him back. Yes, Mr. M.
How are you?
Just come. Actually, we are waiting for you because we need the master to wrap up our session.
Have you,
Really sorry, I should have
have you
joined
finished
earlier.
have you finished your
Finish what?
program?
Oh, he is the first batch before, of course, he has.
Second batch.
Oh, the
Second.
Oh, he's the master.
Yeah. And about Guru Penggerak, Mr. Irfan, later you will talk about more with Mr. M. Mr. M will talk about Guru Penggerak in the session. December 3rd.
December 3rd. Okay, December. Is it special only for group penggerak or everyone is allowed to come?
No, the participant is every teachers want to know what is it? Want to learn about about what is it? Improve their teachers' competence, teaching competencies. They just please do come. Actually, this second teachers conference is our second, Mr. Irfan. Last year we have done the first one, but it was online because of the pandemic, and you know it. And this is our first offline session of what is it? Teachers conference. And hopefully for the next teachers conference you can be involved or to be one of the speakers, right, Mr. Ali?
What time is it?
Pardon?
What time is it?
It's from 8 until 1 or 2 if I'm not mistaken. Mr. Ali, please correct me if I'm wrong.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I think Mr. Ali has got your number. He will give you further information about that. So it's almost 5, everyone. Mr. M, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. But I do have one question. If I still have a chance about school culture, yeah.
You should not ask the question. You should give us the answer.
No. This is my time, my session to learn. So my question is that
I like that.
at school we do have to make do you think that it is necessary to firmly create a good school culture? There should be make for teachers as well.
Because it's not the policy of the school, right, Mr. M? I mean, like, every teacher has responsibility to create the positive culture. The positive culture means creating the atmosphere where the student can learn with, what is it, safe feeling, they can learn with comfortable feeling, something like that. As we know, that the nature of student, if they enjoy, if they feel like happy studying, it will be easily for us to also teach them, for them to get the material we want to teach them. But in the other way around, if the situation is not, it's not supporting, how can they learn something like that? So actually, school culture is not only make the student disciplined, following the rules, but it's including how we create the situation, the atmosphere which is supporting the learning situation. And the most important one, we also try to build the student self-discipline. Self-discipline means self-control. So what they do, if they follow the rules, it comes from their own self-motivation, from the internal factor. That okay, I have to do this because I know it's good and it's good for me. So they don't need reward, they don't need star, they don't need gift, because they know the reward if they can study well, if they can be a good person in their society. So that's the reward they get, and they will take from what they do. Something like that, Mr. M.
Sometimes it happens that there's a belief that teachers should teach, leaders should lead by example, and there are sometimes that the rules are only for students. There is unwritten rules in my school, for example. That, for example, if we're going to Pendopo, we're going to do Sholat Juhur, for example, all students must have peci. But once in a while, 1 or 2 teachers are not. And then some teachers actually complain, even though not directly, openly complain. And sometimes they say that rules only for students. Do you think that is wise for school culture building? Or if it is a must for students, then it is a must for teachers?
So I think that the teachers will also join the program, so they know about how to
In the previous, Mr. M, we talk about classroom belief, like respect. The belief will say that it is. We believe that it is important for us to respect others, to respect ourselves, and everything in everywhere. It means that it's not only for the students. So that's why belief is more recommended than rules, because sometimes rules will be reversed to something which is uncomfortable, because we cannot do this, we cannot do that, because rules is come from the external factor, while belief is more from inside, something like that.
I'm happy, I'm lucky that this meeting is recording, so I can have more question. Otherwise, we'll be upset. Just share the video. I'll be watching later.
All right. Thank you everyone for coming. It's 5 o'clock already.
Thank you, Pastor.
And also, Mr. Cory or Miss Cory, we are waiting for you, looking forward for seeing you again in our next XPC and also our second teachers conference. I hope, Mr. Irfan, you can come with many of your friends so you can meet Mr. Ali there, and of course with my great friends here. Thank you for today.
One suggestion for Mr. Irfan. The best way to learn English, let's make Mr. Irfan the main speaker next Saturday. So Mr. Irfan will have the most time to speak, and it's a good challenge, you need a challenge with that. How about that?
Mama to everyone.
That's great. That would be great.
Yeah, but don't worry, Mr. Irfan, we are so kind here. We will not eat you here. Please don't be kapok, yeah. Don't be kapok joining our session.
Thank you, Mr. Irfan, for coming long time no chat. And sorry, Miss Wow, is it Miss Cory? Is it Miss Cory from Suratullah?
We can hear her. Welcome, Mr.
Yeah,
Cory.
Miss Cory. Yeah, so sorry for not being like 100% in the meeting, but I've been following. I mean, there was a great presentation, Miss O. Really happy to have you.
Actually, I'm very nervous, you know.
Why is
Please
it
don't
cute?
say that. You make my Irfan scared for next Saturday.
Don't be my fan, please.
Come on, Pak Irfan, I'm serious. I take the chance. I believe that you will have more opportunity to practice.
So
You did that.
actually, this is a community belief, Pak Irfan.
It's a good place. Mr. Irfan, if you take a look at our flyer, it says Saturday Teacher Club, tempat yang aman dan apa? Dan aman for gurus to practice English conversation. That's the flyer, Mr. Irfan. It's a safe place for us, right?
Listen him, Mr. Ali, listen him.
I will. I'll send your number and I'll text you in WhatsApp. Okay, Mr. Irfan. So
And
happy
one
to
more thing, Mr. Irfan, Miss Cory, and also mine, please do subscribe our Instagram. It is XPD Indonesia. So you will know more about us, yeah? About Guru Hara last time, that's the one that I missed.
Can we take a photo?
I miss it.
Oh yeah, I will take
photo, then put it in the group, then we can just post it in the Guru Hara on the Instagram shop.
Okay, I will take the picture. Hi, Miss Tori. Nice to see you.
Hi, nice to meet you too.
Okay.
Happy to see you again, Miss Tori.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, I will count, yeah. In the count of 3, everyone please give me your sweetest smile. 1, 2, 3.
Got it?
Mr. M, can you do this for me? I don't think it works.
Hold on. Screen
Cannot
share.
see Vanita.
Hold on.
Once
Okay,
more.
let me count. Oh, hold on. 1, 2, 3.
It's kind of scary for me because I'm actually at a traffic light right now. So
Okay, thank you everyone. See you
Thank you, everyone.
soon.
Okay, thank you Vanita.
Thank you, Maya. Thank you,
Sharing.
everyone. See you.
Okay.
Bye.
Don't forget to share the video ya.
Okay, I will. Assalamualaikum.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Have a nice weekend.
Yes, you too, Pak Muhammad.